All right. So this is on. Can we go? Yeah. So we are creating. So we, as an ethical community, we want to create. Have a very good understanding of volume parameters. What do I mean by volume parameters? So whatever indicator gives a good understanding of the volume, that we will focus, because volume, as we know, is the fuel for the candles, right? Or for basically for price movement. So this is one of those parameters where we are judging on balance volume. Uh, it is very simple. So what it does is, if the stock price closes above previous, the volume is added. If the stock price, today's stock price, closes below yesterday's close, the volume is deducted. If the price, today's closing price, is equal to yesterday's closing price, volume is taken as zero. So it's very, very simple. What it basically does is, it is a cumulative volume formula. What is the criteria for adding the volume for this cumulative thing, or for accumulation of volumes as an indicator? If today's price closes above yesterday's close price, the volume is added. It's a plus volume. If today's price, closing price, is below the yesterday's closing price, the volume is deducted. Likewise, going by the same logic, if the closing price of today is equal to the closing price of yesterday, the volume has no impact at all, and neither it is added nor deducted. It's just a zero sum game here in terms of the volume. So no volume is added. Let us look at as to how the volume looks like. So it is one of the simplest uh, formulas. I think it's one of the simplest volume parameters, but I think tells us a lot of story. This I have taken for Yes Bank, and if you look at this one, while the stock, you know, if you look at this one, the stock seems to be not moving much. However, percentage-wise, the stock has definitely moved uh, from its previous low. But if you just look at with the naked eye without zooming in, etc., you will see that the stock doesn't seem to have moved up. However, the on-balance volume seems to be heading very high. That means the stock is, someone is definitely accumulating. The problem with actual volume is, you will see a volume, then you will see a lot of sell volumes, and then you will see a huge green volume or a Y volume, then you'll again see a volume candle here, a big volume candle here. It doesn't tell you as to what is happening on a cumulative front. It doesn't really tell you, because you get tend to the data tends to get lost between the small candles that we are seeing. The eye also misses that, and there are a lot of in between red candles, so it doesn't really have that impact. But if you add all the volumes together, going by the formula that we just discussed, I think what it essentially is telling you, that someone is picking up Yes Bank, and that has been one of the reasons why uh, we had picked up this stock. I think this was specifically around uh, 4th or 6th of August, about 10th or 11th of August, that we had spoken about it. I was traveling, and I also know the place where I was, from which place, which hotel I was speaking about this one. And after that, Yes Bank has given some gains also. So OBV is something that you'll focus on, and this you will club with. So uh, uh, we are not going to look at OBV as a standalone indicator. We are going to club accumulation and distribution line in this one. So we are going to club this with uh, an indicator which is known as accumulation and distribution. This is not equal to the ED line. which is calculated for index, which is for say S&P 500 or for Nifty 50. So we're not talking about that one. We're not talking about AD line. We're just simply talking about accumulation and distribution. So that we will discuss in the next slides. So I think Saranaji can stop here.